watching Ultimate MMA Brief. Now, I need to get through this video very quickly because I have a lot to talk about, so I'm going to try not to swallow my words, and I just got to get through this. Alright, so let's talk about the preliminary bouts of UFC 126. First fight I want to talk about, Ricardo Romero versus Kyle Kingsbury. That was ridiculous. I saw it. Kingsbury defeated Romero by TKO. TKO within like 23 seconds of the first round. Absolutely ridiculous. I was totally not expecting that. I was hoping for a longer fight in a light heavyweight bout because I like the heavier bouts, but unfortunately that didn't happen. Then we had Cerrone versus Paul Kelly, and that was an interesting fight because I saw Paul Kelly's sucker punch, which was at the beginning of the fight, which basically, if you did not see the fight, Donald Cerrone came into the center of the ring, of the octagon, raised his hands, to touch hands with Paul Kelly, and Paul Kelly immediately gave him a hook to the face, which I just thought was absolutely ridiculous, and I think it threw off Cerrone for the whole fight, like Joe Rogan was saying actually during the fight, and it kind of bothered me. I don't think it was okay, but Cerrone did end up beating Kelly via rear naked choke in the second round. So that was excellent. I mean, I honestly don't see how Donald Cerrone can be 6 feet tall and drop down to lightweight, but I'm very impressed. I've never really heard of Donald Cerrone until now, but I'm definitely going to keep an eye out for him. Next, what's next on here? Moving on to the main card. The most interesting bout that I want to talk about tonight was the light heavyweight bout between Jon Bones Jones and Ryan Bader. Now, I'm extremely excited about the results of this, which was basically that Jon Jones submitted Ryan Bader with a guillotine choke in the middle of the second round. And I was extremely excited about this because this now means that Jon Jones, due to Rashad Evans' knee injury, is going to be fighting my man, Mauricio Shogun Rua, at UFC 128, which I will be attending very happily. Now, this is incredible news, while at the same time really bad news, because I'm very scared for Shogun, because Jones is just a mad, crazy fighter. Now, I'll make another video talking about that, but that was definitely an interesting fight. Then, obviously, we have another fight, which I'm happy to be wrong about, actually. In my prediction, if you watch my prediction video, I said that Forrest Griffin would lose to Rich Franklin. I don't remember exactly how I called it, but Forrest Griffin did end up beating Forrest via unanimous decision, and I'm very happy about that because I love Forrest. I love both of them. I really didn't want to call against Forrest because he's just so awesome, and I'm glad that he's really back. And it really wasn't a loss for either of them because they both put on a great show, and I don't think either of them is going to have any problem getting still huge fights in the UFC. And then we have the main bout of the evening, which didn't even turn out to be that huge of a deal. Anderson Silva versus Vitor Belfort. Anderson Silva pretty much just walks out there a couple minutes in and knocks out Vitor Belfort exactly like I called it. So all you guys who were saying that I was so wrong for calling against Vitor Belfort and that Vitor Belfort, I can't speak English anymore, and that Vitor Belfort will be the new middleweight champion, you're wrong. I'm sorry. Anderson Silva is just a monster. The Chael Sonnen fight, the Demian Maia fight, all that notwithstanding, he's a monster and he will not be defeated anytime soon. The next thing I hope to see from him is him dropping down to fight GSP, though I think GSP is a little small, and I know I'm going to get a lot of comments about saying that, but I definitely still want to see the fight because I know GSP is just a monster also, and it would definitely be interesting to see each of them go at it. So that's pretty much all for now. You have been watching Ultimate MMA Brief, and I'm signing off. Don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe up there. Thank you. And I hope to have another Undiscovered Fighter video up hopefully soon, as well as a new intro. Forgot to mention that. A friend of mine is making me a new intro. Should have it. I actually don't know when I'm going to have it. Hopefully within a couple videos. I don't know how long that's going to be, but I'm not going to rush him, and it's going to be awesome. So enjoy.